Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of an Aussie farming in the Philippines. That's me, you bastards. Well, look at this big bastard, would you? Look at the size of this. Massive, absolute massive. So, chick said I want more pork belly. So this is huge, this thing here. Like, look at my hand on this. Look at the size of it. It's absolutely massive bastard. So we got that, and they also had a smaller one that was someone... Normally, when we went there with Noel, they said that they don't cut it. And they keep it whole, but someone must have been sucking them off or something, and they had this piece here. Now this was actually about this size from this end of it. So I've taken the ribs off and packaged those up for Chick. Now this one here, I've seen one where they actually rubbed it all in the maple syrup, and I want to see if it works. I don't know, because the idea of the cure is to extract the liquids out. So how's the maple going to be into it? I don't know. I really don't fucking know. So I'm going to try some of this stuff here. I don't know if it's the original stuff or if it's the artificial stuff. Just says organic maple syrup. Canada, grade 1. So 100% pure. So hopefully it is. And this is from Bob and Joy. So we'll need more Bob and Joy if this works out. So I've put this one in here. I've rubbed it all over it. And I've added the cure mix, double sealed it up and put it in the fridge. So we'll see how that one goes. I'm not too sure myself, but if they made a video on it, it's got to be good. But then again, they made videos on the Titanic too, didn't they? Right, so back to this one. Right, the kettle's on, I'm going to be making some jelly for some trifle. So I found on one of the videos I was watching, because you can always improve, is I was actually cutting the ribs off. And then it was hard for me because I don't have an electric saw. E-bag, 1 year of e-bagging coming up. So one I did see was, what they did is they actually used their hand saw, the same as I do. So I've got all my tools of the trade here, as you can see, because we're hobby farmers. Okay, so remember, we buy this at 260 a kilo. 260 a kilo. Now, if we buy this already cut in the Casano Mall in the supermarket, that's 420, 430. So it's a hell of a fucking saving. So the one I seen in the video was, what they do is they cut it while it's still on the carcass, and that way it holds it all in place. They cut it first and then run the knife underneath the ribs. Voila, 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 voila. So I'm going to try that and see how that goes. But it's got to be defrosted off first. So I've sawed through where I want. Okay, and I've cut this end off here for Chick. This will be her, what do you call it? This will be her belly strips. But I've seen the Philippines, they can make them up to 2 inches wide, which is ridiculous. Like, they should only be about 1 inch wide. That's what they should be, 1 inch wide. So I'll hit all that, and that gives me 2 large bastards to do more bacon. Now, I had bacon for breakfast being Sunday, and it's that new one that I've got, like I said, this bacon here. Now, what I did with that one, I put it into a roasting tin with a rack on top, boiling water inside about 1/2 inch, layered the bacon on top with pepper and salt, high heat on the grill. Bloody gorgeous, mate. Seriously, bloody gorgeous. The hot water with the steam just makes it moist, and there's no dried out, hard, crunchy, yucky bits. I tell you, it was gorgeous. It really was. So I said to Chick, I've got to make more. So we try to pack, I've been packing them up into 250 grams for ease. Now we've dropped some off into town for a test, and if they want it, then I'll sell it in kilo packets. And they want it nice and thin for their burgers, where I like mine nice and thick for my toast and eggies. All right, guys, let's let this defrost down and we'll come back to it. Right, so we defrosted more down now. Just have a look at the marbling on that, would you? The fat level, the meat, the fat, the meat, the fat. And see the difference now? This comes from Europe, where they're proper grain fed, not like the shit ones you see here in the Philippines. Now have a look at that. That is proper grain fed pork. Look at this, look. Absolutely gorgeous. That's its belly fat, which you have to imagine. That's where its titties are. If it was going to have titties, you know. Bloody good pork, mate. Very good pork. Very nice. Right, let's slice this bitch up. Oh, look at that, guys. Bloody beautiful. Absolutely bloody beautiful. Now I like to cut these, like I said, about inch thick. Here you'll buy them and I'll probably be about a thick. Far too big. Let's get some more done. Right, so there you go. So this is the end bits, but this is the part that gets right into the belly. Look at that. So you put this on a hook, hang it out in the sun, hot sun for the day. All the fat will drip off it. Then just deep fry it in oil. And it'll just go crispy and crackly. Then you cut it up and stick it in your dishes. Morning glories, things like that. Oh, I tell you, it's good bloody meat, guys. Good meat. Right, so this is how I cut. This is how I package it up. So this is four to a pack, one strip each. Don't know what the fuck that means, but 4 to a pack. So what I do is put a 4 to a pack with a little gap in between, so that when she cuts this open, she can break one out if she only wants 1 or 2, and then I can cut that back off again and resettle it again. And that way, if you put them all together, you have to defrost the whole lot, stock and barrel. So try and stay away from that if you can. Right, so now that's out the way. Let's see if this defrosted enough I can get under here. So this is the nice ribbies. So it's easy to butcher yourself, guys. Just look under YouTube and see as many different butcher ones you can, like Scott Reed Project. Here's one really good one. The Hairy Butchers, 2 brothers. They're really good butchers as well. You know, so you can learn a lot from these guys just by watching all their videos. Some videos you learn something on, you already know. Some, it's like, oh, okay, that's fucking all right, Will. It's like, yeah, I like that, mate. Mate. Right. Look at this. I think I have to cut through here a little bit more with a saw. This one here. I think. Alright, well that's easy done, look. That. Oh, that. Easy. Nice ribs. I like them skinny. I don't like them full, great big bastards like that. So it is easier to cut it while it's still on the carcass, guys. It's much easier to cut it that way. And while it's still semi-frozen, you know, it's not frozen where you can't cut it. But look at that. Look at that, would you? God, I'm going to have orgasms over this. Right, so she wants more this time. So what I'm going to do, normally she gets about 3 or 4, easy. So what I've done is I've cut this part out here because this is still frozen into here. So I'm going to cut this up for her as well. So she'll have all this up into belly pork and then this for me for bacon. Now you've seen some of the videos I do, I'll actually, to make the bacon thicker, I'll actually cut each bone out of here. Cut each bone out and that leaves the centre bit which gives you more bacon. But this time she wants all the ribs. So all the ribs through here. This will be cut down through here like this. And this will all be cut down into pork bellies. And Chick will be one happy mother. Look at that. So it'll give it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. What do you got? Hey, little dog, showered, did she? He.
We smell so good, Daddy.
A doggy shampoo, I tell you. Lovely. Right, let's cut this up for her. So remember, guys, semi-frozen. More on the frozen side than half frozen. Half defrosted. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. So with these she wants a pack of 2 and another pack of 4. So that will go okay. And this here I can turn into bacon. This will be my bacon, baby. My bacon. Why not? Right, so they went nicely. Now the other one they had a lot of fat on the end, so I cut them off. But these ones here I could put them in long strips for her. Like I said, if she wants this, then she can just break the seal and just pull this out. Don't stick them all together, guys. That's the worst thing I used to hate, was when you go shopping, you get a kilo worth of bloody ribs or something like that, and it's all in the pack, throw it in the freezer, and when you pull it out, you go, oh, God. Let's just spend a little bit of time, you know, get it right. As I say to Chick, you got to learn patience and you got to learn respect. Respect for the meat. Look at that. I'm happy with that, and that gives me that nice big one to do. Look, more ribs up through here, and this will be bacon. Bacon in the making. Right, so that's all the ribs done. So she wanted them all in one pack. She says, throw it all in one pack for me. I said, done. So that's all done. Sexy, Lexi. I said, sometimes I like to cut it through with the ribs with all the pork belly on it, and they're nice and thick. So I might do that the next one we get. I might do that one actually. Is because I said, there's a way you cut the bones out and you can make it thicker for the bacon. You can have this as straight ribs like so, and the other one, like I said, you can cut this down through the pork belly, nice and thick. But the weird thing is, this here, the price of just these bones, 430 peso. 430 peso for bloody, there's no meat on them. Like, people say, oh, pork belly, the cheapest cuts, it's not in the Philippines. It's not. It's the most dearest cuts, along with the ribs. And remember, the ribs have only got that little tiny bit in between. That's all it is. See, that's one side, that's the other side. Life's more fun in the Philippines. And where the hell are you from? Right, so this is what I'm left with. So I've just measured up. This is the deck on my slicer. So this will be the bacon slicing all the way through here. So I'm just going to tidy this one up through here, like so. It's like so. Look, I love butchering, I tell you. Should have been a butcher in the younger days. I tell you. But I don't know about carrying them fucking big cow legs around and shit like that, the hindquarters of cows. There we go. And this will go into bacon. Look at that. And this one here, I don't know. Maybe I'll cut that into strips. Maybe I'll just roast that. Maybe I could roast that. I know, so many options. Alright guys, that's the end of our video. So I've got everything I need done. So I'm going to wrap this one up with some cure. You've seen it all before, so I don't need to do it again. So thanks for watching us today, and hope you had a great weekend wherever you are. Hope you're having a great day. Catch you later guys, thanks for watching. Bye bye.